we have our calendar, election calendar, where we allow you, the people, to choose your leaders. The leaders that will present you, the leaders that will present your voice to my office, to the management, and to the parents. I want to take this time in a special way and welcome all of you. Can you clap for yourself for being here? Clap for yourself well. I also want to welcome all the teachers and the non-teaching staff and meet us. Clap for our teachers. I want to thank the organizer and welcome them for organizing this exercise where we are going to see a great event of choosing our leaders. Leadership is a service. Are we getting me? Leadership is what? Is giving service. Leadership is not anything else but giving service to others. The people who came up to take part of this leadership take to know that your role is to give service to your fellow pupils, to give service to the school, the mighty school, Julio Pastore. I want to say the purpose of this election, the purpose of this leadership, why Julio Pastore instituted the council. Our council is called Julio Pastore Pupil Council, whereas other institutions, they call it prefectural body. But for us, we call it Pupil Council of Julio Pastore. We have a good position. Instead of saying we are electing 8 boy or 8 girl, this time and in Julio Pastore, we are electing pupil president. Can we have a hand clap to our candidates who are aspiring to take part in the pupil president? The purpose of this leadership, I want to talk direct to the candidates. Can you get up? As I'm talking, I want to see your faces. The candidates. Wow, can we clap for them? There are very many. I want to address myself direct to you and tell you the purpose of your leadership. And the general people, can you listen why we have to choose this leader? So that when you are going to elect your leaders, put in mind the following. Are we together? The people you are going to elect to be your leaders, they should participate in the decision making of the school. We have issues here. Something to do with your welfare. The president will one at a time will be invited to talk to the management direct, to talk to the staff during the staff meeting. So the president that you are going to elect today, his or her major role is to present your voice. To do what? You have issues. Some people may have issues. So your president you are going to elect today, the person should be able to present your issues. You should elect a person who can express himself or herself well. A person who cannot just talk or cannot talk. You should elect a person who can talk well, can present issues even to the teacher. Are we together? The president that you are going to elect today, someone who cannot talk, don't elect. Are you getting me? Hey, somebody who can talk, top way, you elect. Somebody who is bright, somebody who is intelligent, somebody who is respectful, humble. That's the quality we want. Number two, this person you are going to elect is to make sure the ministers represent you outside. Because one time we shall take them outside. They will go to other schools. They will go to meet other leaders. So you elect good leaders. So that when they go out to Kampala, they go to other school here in Kitgum, the way they present themselves, you will be proud of them. You will be doing what? Proud of them. Otherwise, I want to encourage you all to keep cheerful mood. When these candidates are coming to make a speech, please clap for them, cheer them, encourage them so that they have point to say out. And with this, I want to say my prayer. May the good Lord, with our motto, what is our motto? In Christ we educate. We are putting Christ at the center of our leadership, at the center of our academic, at the center of our education. So can we invite Christ and meet us, and we follow him, he will lead us, lead these candidates, so that whatever they are going to tell us, we can be able to pick them and understand them. I want to declare this election 2025-2026 open, and the process of election can start. Thank you very much.
Electoral Commission, the head teacher, the deputy head teacher, teaching staffs and non-teaching staffs, and teachers around, good afternoon. My name is Parwat Benedict. I'm a P6 pupil. I'm aspiring for the post of pupils president. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me go straight to my points. Firstly, I have 3 key issues to put across. Issue number 1, health and sanitation. Under health and sanitation, I want to tackle issue on boys' latrine. Firstly, I want to thank the management and the administration for installing for us a waterborne latrine for girls. But the problem is, for the boys, we are still using a pit latrine. So, if you put me into power, I will make sure that I will work in hand with the ministers, and through the People's Council, we represent your voice to the administration and the management, so that we boys, we have constructed a waterborne latrine. to Teresa, Horizon, and other schools. So if you put me into that position, I will make sure that we are taken to other schools so that we can learn how they can practice their leadership. Lastly, I want to talk about we have my president, my colleagues has talked about the ICT and computer lab. If you put me into power, I will make sure that the drinking points are installed in many areas. Under water and sanitation again, I want to talk about the environment. The environment of our school is clean, but it's not beautiful. So, if you put me in that position, I will make sure that I strengthen the environmental club so that our school is planted with flowers around, and I see the management started to plant some passpalams around our wall fence. That is good. Issue number 2, I want to talk about the pupils' welfare. Under the pupils' welfare, we have the school feeding programs. I want to thank the administration again for preparing for us enough food. But I have experienced this since term 1. If you have served last, you will get only watery soup. That will not even enough you. Also, the size of the portion small size of the portion, that will not be enough. So, if you put me in the power, I will make sure that the administration and the management increase in the size of feeding so that we have served enough food. we are planned that to take other ministers to other schools, like we can take other ministers to Teresa, Horizon, and other schools. So if you put me into that position, I will make sure that we are taken to other schools so that we can learn how they can out we have my president, my colleagues has talked about the ICT and computer power. Like if he has used computer.
Are you all okay? Do you want to know my name? And my name is? My name is Martin. Okay? My name is Martin Oboya. Have you got it? There are those who are making noise, they are not getting my name. So I am happy because I've come and found you doing campaigns.
Hey, supporters, please, let's settle and we listen.
Elections of your leaders, which is very good. Do we have those in primary one here? P1 plus? Yes. Okay, P1 here? We are here to tell who president who? Okay. I'm happy. You're going to elect your leader, your president. When we are winning the mono? You are very good, you are sharp, because I've heard there is a problem of English speaking also. So I'm the chairman for the school management. So I work with the head teacher and others to make sure that you people are okay. So what we are going to do now, I'm going to pick the head teacher away from here and go with him to discuss the following. We are going to discuss how to buy computers for the school. Okay? We are going to discuss how to put the bomb toilet for the boys. Okay? We are going to discuss how to install water taps, water points in front of classrooms, in front of toilets, in front of the dormitories, even at the wall, so that you can get water from any place. We are going to discuss about feeding, okay? Then we shall also discuss other things that are very important for the school. So, thank you so much for this time, and continue with the campaign and elect your leaders. Thank you.
To begin
mandate me into power, I will make sure that all the academic activities are done smartly. For example, MDD, debating, and sports. In term 2, we are having MDD. Like for last year, we went and competed with other schools, and we were number 3. This time, I'll make us be number 1. How will I do this? I'll do this by making English the only language used in our school. Anyone found speaking in English will be warned but not punished. I will make our school known in academics. How will I do this? By making our people speak in English only. Therefore, I'll work hand in hand with the president, with the elected president, and the management of our school, so that we link other prefects from other schools for our meetings. To keep the ball rolling, I will make sure that our elected prefects, they'll go for the council meeting in the district. How? By talking with the management and the administration, so that we go to other schools, district, municipal, to attend the council meetings. I would like to end here by saying a leader is always chosen by God, but elected by people in this earth. So, I beg for your votes. Please take me as your people's vice president. Thanks. Non-teaching staff and my fellow pupils, praise be Jesus Christ, now and forever.
Praise be Jesus Christ.
My name is Lake Edna Francesca. elect me